Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to week 3 of the Road to Manchester training series. This week we've got 23 miles in total on a plan, starting with an easy 5 miles on Tuesday today. We've got a 6 mile tempo on Thursday, which will be a mile warm up, 4 miles at 9:45, and then a mile warm down, and then 13 miles easy pace on Sunday long run. Well, Saturday, but I'm going to do it on Sunday, I think. So, where are we? We are feeling good in this training plan. Back out after Sunday's run, which was one of the hardest I've done in a very long time, as I said on last week's video. Still feeling all the little bumps and bruises, niggles, etc. But we are training through it sensibly. Morning, afternoon even. Training through it sensibly and making sure that we get the miles in. Easy run today, purely to feel. Don't intend to look at my watch at all. Just go on, breathing, chatability, how I'm feeling within myself in the run, my legs, etc. And then we'll drop in and out and give you a bit of a recap when we get back into the office. It's nice to be out doing a run in the light in the week for a change, albeit it is Baltic. I think -1 when I came out at lunchtime, so yeah, we will pop back up maybe through the run, certainly at the end when we get back to the office, and give you a bit of a recap. See you later. Guys, welcome to Thursday's tempo run. We've got 4 miles at tempo pace with a mile warm up, mile warm down on the plan. As you can probably see behind me, there is still snow on the floor, on the pavements, etc. So we will probably try and keep to the road. Come out here so we're out of the noise. Yeah, we'll probably try and keep to the road wherever we can. Target is 9:30 to 9:45 on the tempo, and then about 10:30 on the warm-up cool down. So we'll look at getting some footage on the way around and drop in and drop out. See you later. Yes, I'll come back to you, then I'll ask what have we done under the sun. Yes, I'll come back to you. Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to Sunday long run. We are out for 13 miles, so basically a half marathon. Nice easy pace. Try and keep as consistent as we can across that mileage. We've got Emma coming out around the halfway point to meet me out there, just to bring a bit of fluid refreshment. And we've got a gel out with us, just reverted back to the high 5. It's all I've got in the house at the minute. Other than that, but we're running on the back of a 6 mile walk around the golf course this morning, where we carried the clubs as well. So we're not completely fresh. Idea will be just to steady tick around 2.5 hours time on feet, get 13 done and get boxed off. So try and drop in and out where we can like normal, and I will see you for a round up at the end. See you in a bit. Alright guys, we are just ticking up to 6 miles. Legs are still feeling really good, to be fair. Quite surprised for saying that 4 hours, 6 miles, carrying golf clubs around the course, and then having a couple of hours break before coming out here. So just waiting on Emma coming out to me now, who's gonna just run me a bit of fluid out. Not that I actually think I need it at the minute, it's just worth having it. So drop back in as we're getting further towards the end, let you know how we're feeling, and as I said, we'll do a recap once we've finished. Sound. So ladies and gents, there we have it. Just completed mile 13, and we have got to the foot of the little hill that runs to my street, about 20-30 yards up. So last mile there was the toughest of the lot, which I know it's going to be because at least the last kilometre of that is uphill. But yeah, 13 miles complete in the bag, averaged 11:37 for the duration, so really happy with that. Pretty consistent run all in all from the splits as I saw them coming up on my watch, with the exception of that last one, which went out to 12:30. Be interested to have a look at the elevation when I save it all to Strava, because there was some quite challenging rolling hills in there as well. But yeah, end of another training week done, end of week 3, and completion of 24 miles for this week's plan. So we head into Monday, where I think I've got a easy 5 or easy 6, which will be a bit of a recovery. So yeah, we'll round up in the office at some point in the next 24-36 hours and just look at the overall week, but really happy with that. 13 miles, 2.5 hours on my feet this afternoon, and 6 miles, 4 hours of walking around the golf course carrying my clubs as well this morning. So probably the greatest achievement I've had so far. So for now, see you later. So there we go guys, that is another week of training complete on the route to Manchester. We look at a very quick overview of the week and get into Tuesday. So Tuesday was 5 miles, average pace of 10:35 with splits of 10:56 mile 1, 10:52 mile 2, 10:34 mile 3, 10:11 mile 4, and then 10:18 mile 5. So I think that's around about my easy pace now, what I feel comfortable at easy pacing over those sort of easy runs. So yeah, nothing really to say about that. It was a comfortable 5 mile easy paced run. The one thing I will point out actually on that, 5 mile is now my easy run. Go back
3 months probably, and 5 miles was my long run. So it just shows the progression we've made from basically starting the Manchester half marathon training program and continuing to plan through. So yeah, we move on to Thursday, which was our tempo run. So it was 4 miles tempo with a target of around about 9:30 to 9:45. Mile warm up, mile warm down. Average pace overall 10:09, and we went out mile 1 in 11:25. It actually felt a little bit quicker than 11:25, and I thought that there was a bit of a problem with the watch. When I got into mile 2, we did a 9:53, and again, I was thinking there was a bit of an issue with the watch. I was running a lot harder than a 9:45 perceived effort is. So that said, we got into mile 3, we corrected the paces and everything. We ran a 9:29 mile 3, a 9:43 mile 4, and a 9:49 mile 5, so all around about where they were meant to be, and then dropped in with a easy 10:35 coming back in the final mile, just falling short of the total 6 by about 0.8 of a mile, just because of the point at which we ended. So jumped into their Sunday run, long run. Now originally long run was planned for Saturday, but we got caught up going out doing a bit of shopping. I went over to Foss Park, the Nike United store, Leicester, there because I was looking for some race vests, amongst other things. Picked up 3 really well priced Aero Swift race vests. I think the most I paid for them was £7 each, or just over £7 each, £8 each, something like that. So we're really happy with that. Well, what that meant was I was playing golf on Sunday morning with some friends, and I didn't want to give that up in order to run, but I didn't want to sacrifice my long run at the weekend either. So we got up, played golf 8 a.m, 4-hour walk, 6 miles covered, 384 feet of elevation gain in total across that round of golf, and then got back. Had about an hour and a half to 2 hours from finishing the golf, getting home, getting a bowl of pasta down me, and then getting out onto the long run. So we had 13-mile long run on the plan, as you've seen from the video. Averaged 11:37s. There was a little bit of that was offset by the last mile, or the last couple of miles, but we will run through the splits for you. Mile 1, 11:24, mile 2, 11:13, mile 3, 11:21, mile 4, 11:15, mile 5, 11:32, mile 6, 11:14, 7 was 11:39, 8 was 11:52, and then 9 was 12-minute mile, 10, 12:01, 11 was 11:30, 12 was 11:28, and then the last mile was 12:26. That last kilometre all the way back up to my house is all the way uphill. So I'd in my head, it was cold, it was getting cold, it was nearly 5 o'clock when I was finishing, or 4:30 when I was finishing. The temperature dropped right down again, and I wanted to try and get all the way home rather than having a walk up the hill. That had taken another 10-15 minutes. I would have really let the cold get into me. So we took the hill on to finish, continued driving hard, continued driving through the slope, and actually finished quite strong, albeit a little bit slower. So yeah, that's my weekly roundup for week 3, guys. 24 miles completed. On to next week, where we have 4 runs throughout the course of the week. We have a easy 6 miles, we've got a pyramid interval session, a recovery 3-mile run off the back of the pyramid intervals. We then go into Sunday next week, which is a 12-mile long run but it will be a long run session where we've got a mile warm up, mile warm down, and then 1 on, 1 off. So it'll basically be half marathon pace probably for 1 mile, and then easy pace for a mile, and alternate on off. So as always guys, really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. Hope you enjoy what you are seeing, and please like and subscribe. Help us to continue growing the channel. The bigger we grow, the more we will appear on the algorithm, which means we will get out and our coverage will get further, and hopefully it will allow us to help more people as we continue to develop. So have a great week, and I will catch you later. Cheers guys.